Good morning. My name is Helen Jennings. I'm a Stampin' Up demonstrator based here in the UK, and it is lovely to be here with you live on this Friday morning, having a few technical difficulties. Um, my StreamYard and my phone weren't speaking to each other this morning, but we got round it, did a bit of mediation, and here we are, live from my craft room to do a bit of crafting with you on this Friday morning. So whether you are here with me um, live or whether you are joining me on catch up, do pop on and say hello. Let me know where you're joining us from, what you're up to, what you think, and if there is anything I can help you with, then don't hesitate to reach out. If you are here in the UK or elsewhere in Europe, I would love to help you out. If you have any bits and pieces you'd like to order or would like to know more about any of the Stamping Up offering, so do reach out and I will do my best to help. So let me just introduce myself a bit more. This is where you will find all things pertaining to my business. I'm either on my website, which is loveaduckie.co.uk, and over there you'll find all sorts of blog posts, links to shops, links to downloads, um, all sorts of things, classes. It's all there over on my website. So do go and check that out. And wherever you're looking for me on social media, whether that is Instagram, Pinterest, YouTube, Facebook, then look out for Love-a-Duckie. Morning, Lisa. A quick run through of some things that I've got coming up, some classes and things. These are for the remainder of March and going on into April. We've got a technique class, Cards That Move, coming up at the end of the month, and you can either do that in person or join for a Zoom class. We have, let's come back, we have the Stamper Stack Fancy Flora, that is actually next week. But if you get in touch with me quickly, I've yet to cut those kits, so I can cut you one too. So that will be 6 cards to each of 3 different designs. And the Saturday Stampers on the 1st of April, I still haven't changed that graphic. It actually is running on the 1st of April, and that is going to be masculine cards. So do come and join us for those. Other things we've got coming up next Friday, we've got the Completely Crackers Games Night. So that is over Zoom, and you can come and join us for 3 simple crafty projects and some fun games, including some bingo. So do come and join us for that. And there will be prizes of brand new Stamping Up product. So yeah, always good fun night. We've got April's Make One, Take One project classes, either going to be using the Nature's Harvest or using the Charming Sentiments bundle. Now, the Charming Sentiments one, I'm actually going to be using papers from the online exclusive suite, the Hello Irresistible, and I'll talk a bit more about online exclusives in a minute. So do sign up for one or both of those, and again, you can do them in person as you can the Stamper Stacks and the technique classes. Either do them in person or have them either through the post or virtually via Zoom, depending on which class it is that you're choosing. And we have up there the April Stamper Stack, which is going to be using the Silly Goose stamp set. So that should be a fun class. And talking of online exclusives, do go and check out my online store, because there are a whole host of products there that are not in any of the printable catalogues and things, but are only available through the online shop. And one of those things is that Hello Irresistible stamps and papers and all the other beautiful things, gems and things that go with that suite. So that is rather beautiful. And I did notice it was on low inventory when I was placing an order yesterday. So I don't think that doesn't mean that necessarily that it's not going to come back. It just means that if you want it sooner rather than later, you might need to hop on and get that ordered, or reach out and get that ordered. The other thing that I've got here is the fact that the craft retreat is happening on the 3rd of June. That's coming up, so booking is open for that. I've already got some people who are booking their places. If you'd like to join us for that retreat at the beginning of June, it would be lovely to have you with us for the day. And as I say, booking is open for that. So I think that's the news for now, unless I think of anything else as I go along. Let's bring in my downward facing camera and let's have a little look at what we're going to play with today. We're going to play with the Rain or Shine suite. I can't believe we've got this far into the catalogue and I've not yet played with this. It is a gorgeous little suite. It's so cute. If I open up my catalogue, you can see here all of the products that you get as part of the suite. There is a stamp set, the Playing in the Rain stamp set. There's a set of dies that go with it. There's a raindrops embossing folder. There's these cute little embellishments. I'll show you those in a minute. And some beautiful papers that have got like this UV coating on some of the pieces to make them look sort of wet and shiny. Really beautiful. So we'll have a look at that in a minute as well. You can see there's some gorgeous samples over here with this little fox and the rabbit and the tortoise and the pig. The pig is available in the papers. He's not available in the stamps. But yeah, bridges and umbrellas and kites, all sorts of lovely things, and a gorgeous colour palette. You see down there, 30 Flamingo, Cajun Craze, Mango Melody, Old Olive, Balmy Blue, some of the colours that have been picked out from those papers. So a gorgeous suite. If we just flick to the back, I've put a little post-it so that we can pick up as well on the little sample that's in the back. And that one, they've used sort of the stamps to create these strips of card to sit behind the bunny. And on this occasion, he's got a kite rather than an umbrella. So yeah, just really, really gorgeous little set. Fun, obviously, for children's cards. But I don't think it should be kept just for the children. I think a lot of adults would enjoy this as well. Rainy days are better with you, and oh, happy day are the sentiments in there. You've got clouds, flowers, raindrops, this umbrella. You've got a fox and a tortoise. You've got this little puddle just here, and this rabbit who's already dancing in the puddle. So they're really rather lovely. Dies that go with them. As you can see, I literally have not played with this pack yet. How awful is that? It's so cute. Today we're going to put that right and we're going to have a play. So let's open up these dies. And you can see that you've got, there's your little rabbit. It actually die cuts the rabbit without die cutting the puddle. So you don't have to have him dancing in a puddle, but you do have a little puddle there if you want a puddle. You've got a tree trunk, some butterflies, you've got this kite, and then you've got this die here that is going to give you some alternative colours for your kite. You've got some bows that can go on your kite or on any of your animals really. Umbrellas here, this gorgeous little bridge, and you've got a die for the flowers, die for the clouds, that you could either use with the stamped elements or on their own. Got some grasses here. So yeah, really nice little stamp set to coordinate with those, the die set to coordinate with those stamps. We've got to say the raindrop embossing folder. So that's going to give us lots of, it's funny how that's the way up the logo is, but they don't necessarily look like raindrops that way. You really want them to come this way to get your raindrops. The embellishments, let's look at these before I open up the papers. So these are these loose daisy embellishments, and they have such gorgeous detail on them. And they're like sort of a foam. They feel sort of foamy, but they're really, really pretty. They've got some in yellow and some in white. Gorgeous little things. And then some papers. 2 packs in here, one that's opened and one isn't. And let's bring this out. That would make a gorgeous scrapbook page, wouldn't it, in its entirety? Oh, excuse me, I've got my lamp falling over on top of me. That. I don't know whether you can quite see it, but the clouds there have got this UV coating on them, which makes them shiny. Oh, about there, you can see it. We've got shiny clouds, and then on the other side, this really bright mango melody gingham. And then we have all our little creatures that obviously you can use your dies to cut out. And again, so the rabbit's coat there is shiny. I think all of their coats are like sort of got that shine on them. Just really lovely. Some on the puddles to sort of pick up the watery effect. And the back of that is a flirty flamingo stripe, really gorgeous bright colours. We've got some raindrops, and again, yeah, you can see that there. It's got that sort of wet look to it. So lovely wet raindrops. And then the back here, you've got this really lovely flirty flamingo and mango melody. We've got some more little friends here. We've got a dog, another tortoise, and a little pig. So obviously you can cut these out. Imagine that the dies might cut those clouds out. And then you've got this bright yellows and pinks in the dotty raindrops on the other side. This one is a darker, stormier sky, but you've still got that UV coating on it. But the sun's come out for the other side because you've got those bright flowers. And then we've got lots and lots of umbrellas. Now, this folded one you can no doubt die cut, but the others you'd need to fussy cut. But some really gorgeous umbrellas there, but also make a gorgeous background paper. And then you've got these, looks almost masked, as if they've laid down a mask and coloured around it with these white flowers. So some gorgeous papers with that UV coating on them, and then those really bright and bold colours on the reverses to show that rainy days don't have to be blue days. They can be pink and yellows and oranges and really beautifully bright. So gorgeous, gorgeous papers. So a lovely suite. So let's start off. Wondering what colour to have. To start with, I think I might go Mango Melody. And I'm going to cut this piece of cardstock in half. So that will be just a smidge under 14.9. And then I'm going to create a gatefold card. So I am actually just going to trim a couple of millimetres, literally 2 millimetres off of this end to make that 20.8. And then I'm going to score it at 5.2. And 15.6. Literally just on the edge of that white just there. So let's bring these in. I'm going to bring both sides in to meet in the middle like that, and then rummage around for my phone folder. So we've got a gatefold card that meets beautifully in the middle. Right, so I'm going to want some paper to go on these front panels, and I'm also going to want, I might want a card mat as well. Might go with this white old one just here, actually. Now, do I want to go into one end is more pink and the other end is more Mango Melody? Let's decide. I'm going to take some Flirty Flamingo, cut that at 14.4, and then I'm going to cut it at 4.7, which is half a centimetre narrower than those front panels. I might want to go back to the Mango Melody end of the paper. I'm going to chop this off at 13.9 because it's got a bit of pink in there as well. And I'm going to cut this at 4.2, which is another half a centimetre smaller than my original width. The width of my mat, 13.9, obviously is half a centimetre shorter. And there we have our two mats sit on the front here. Like that. Want a bit of basic white for the inside. I'm going to cut to 9.5 by 13.9. So that's going to come in here. I think actually I'm going to do a Flirty Flamingo mat in there as well. 14.4 by 10. Just so that that then works nicely with our mats on the front. Let's just stick some of these pieces down. So I am actually using the side that hasn't got the UV coating on it. On there. And then on there. Looks like I didn't cut that bottom mat very well. Went a bit wonky. Is this one wonky? It is a little bit. Just try and level that up a bit. Still looking wonky. Bring in my mini trimmer. It's looking a bit better. So there we have our gatefold card. We should do some stamping on the inside, so I'm not going to stick that in a minute. I can stick this piece in. We'll leave the white piece until we've done any stamping or anything on there that we want to. Lay it in there for a minute and pop that to one side. I'm going to take the decks just a smidge. Here somewhere I've got scalloped contour dies. To have a little look at this bunny dancing in the rain and see how big he is. Let's have a little look. Will he work, or do we need to go? Bigger? No, I think I want to go with this smaller one. I'm going to die cut him anyway, so we can make that work. Let's have a look. That one. I'm going to cut this inner stitched rectangle from basic white, bringing that one over the place. And then the scalloped rectangle from some Flirty Flamingo. Is that piece big enough? Yes, it is. Perfect. So let me just die cut those. Ping, ping. Scalloped rectangle. That one back as well. And a stitched rectangle that will sit inside it. Oh, a piece of basic white is perfect for stamping the bunny. So let's find bunny backing. Draw that. That's drawn it. There we go. Peel the back off our stamp. Then rest our stamp on our sticker. And find a block. I'm going to stamp him in Memento. Like that. I'm going to take this rectangle just here. And I'm going to stamp my bunny again. on this one, the only piece that I really want to concentrate is that puddle. I've got a dark balmy blue here. And light balmy blue. Oh no, that's dark balmy blue as well. Thought that looked a bit dark. Let's come in with some light balmy blue. So that's our puddle just there. I'm going to bring in, might come in with a smaller blending brush. And oh no, don't want that one. That's pool party. I actually want balmy blue. To move my sheets to one side. I'm not worrying about the bunny because I'm going to cover the bunny up. Oh, managed to get a blob on there. Oh no, it isn't. It's my rain, my splashes from my puddle. Blue there. And then come in with some grey granite. And I'll just add a bit of grey granite on the bottom there. So it looks very funny because I've coloured him over in blue, but that's okay. So this little piece just here, we're going to colour our rabbit in. And we should die cut the rabbit and put it over the top of our piece just here. A bit of bunny piecing. Flirty Flamingo blend. Stick with the colours that we've already got in our papers. Here's some dark Flirty Flamingo. Let's come around these edges with some dark and bring the light Flirty Flamingo in. Now we do know that we're getting a colour refresh coming up, which is always very exciting. It's always a question of what is going to stay and what is going to go. What colour shall I do my bunny? Shall I make him grey? Shall I make him brown? Shall we go crumb cake? Or shall I sort of plump a little bit in the middle and go with grey granite? Let's do that. I'm going to just grab some petal pink. We could, of course, go for our natural blends and pick out one of those natural blends, but I think I'm going to go grey granite. Some dark grey granite just here. Oh, put a bit of petal pink on his nose as well. And his little feet and hands. back in this dark petal pink. Then we'll go with the lighter grey granite. And over and come in with the bullet point. Blend all them out a little bit. Do rabbits have hands? This one does. And then round on his feet too. Well, I think it might be a he, might be a she. A very interesting conversation with my grandson yesterday, talking about boy colours and girl colours and how he didn't know why girls were so obsessed with pink. The grand old age of 6. So let's die cut our little bunny. So that's going to die cut without the puddle. So there she is, one die cut bunny. We're going to bring her up on there and cover up our blue bunny underneath. So let's lay that over the top of that bunny. Bring in a bit of wink of Stella on our puddle. We may not have any UV coating to add on, but we can add a bit of wink of Stella. So we'll have a bit of a belly band coming around here, I think. Let's have a look. Here we go, raindrops. Here we go, checks. I think I might go with the raindrops. I'm going to grab Flamingo Melody. And I will go 5 centimetres, I think. Now, I haven't cut this lengthwise, I'm just going to lay that across there and then just gently fold that round the back so that it's got a little bit of wiggle room. And then making sure we've got some overlap, we'll just trim that. Let's add some glue to that end and hold that in place for a moment and slip that off of there. And hopefully that will slip on and off of there quite nicely. Take a little bit of the raindrop paper, I think. I also go a bit more 30 Flamingo. So we cut that to 5. Let's cut this to 4.5 by 10. That will hopefully sit on there quite nicely. I'm going to take a bit of rainy paper that is 4 by 9.5. Just sit on there. Sit on there. And for that to sit on there. It's quite cute. Let's stick down these layers. Raindrops on there. Take some dimensionals. I'm going to pop them on here. And add that on the top. Very cute. So bright and vibrant. Where's my stamp set gone? Where have I buried that under all of these papers? Right, I've got the little sentiment that says rainy days are better with you. Again, peel the backing off of our sticker. Peel the backing off of our stamp. Let's find the block. Pop that on. And I think we'll go army blue. So better with you. I think I need to stamp this top bit again because I've had to go very close on the rainy days. It doesn't matter if that overlaps a bit because I just want that top bit. Looking around, my other paper snips seem to have gone walkabout, so I only have my ribbon ones, and I'm not going to use my ribbon ones to cut out the rainy days. Cut that across there for now, and then I'll come back in and trim up the rest. And there we have rainy days are better with you. So let's stick those on. Rainy days are better with you. Wondering whether I'm going to put a few little flowers on. I think we'll go 3 down the bottom here and 2 at the top, so we have that odd number, because you shouldn't ever have evens. I've lost half of my tool tin. Two there. and 3 nested down here. Just so cute, those little flowers. Now, I was going to say that's going to be the only thing. Is my belly band going to go over them? I'm sure when they are dry, it will go over them much better. There we go. Now we just have our little piece inside. Might just come in with a little umbrella. Let's come in with this umbrella. I'll stamp that in Memento. Colour that in Flirty Flamingo as well. Let's bring in enough on my blending brush just to bring in a bit of blue around the edge there. And then let's take the sticker off of the raindrops. The right way up. And we'll stamp those in Balmy Blue, I think in the opposite corner. And then let's just do a bit of blending in that corner too. They're just quite soft blue, rain in the top and umbrella in the bottom. And then we can pop that inside our gatefold card. Carefully slip that belly band back over the top. Cute. Oh, determined to batter my lamp today. So there's a little bunny gatefold card. Very cute. Displaying some of those bright papers. So let's now that's what I'm looking for. This is what I'm looking for. Let's take a bit of Balmy Blue. Oh, a long bit of Balmy Blue there. That will do nicely. Let's draw that in half. We'll decide in a minute whether we're going that way or that way. Let's bring in this shiny, rainy paper. I'm going to bring it down. Nearly. Need to cut a big bit. Got some bits here. Let's go this way, I think. And I'll cut it at 9.5. And it is about 13.9 long, I think. Yep. And a piece of basic white that's 14.4 by 10. We'll have white matte underneath, rainy matte just there, and that will help that white to pop. So this is with the UV shiny paper on the top. So at this time, let's just have a little look. Shall we go turtle or fox? Do quite like that little turtle. He's quite fun. And I'm just this time going to die cut one of those images. Let me come up here. And let me die cut this turtle, his little flower. It's very cute. He slipped. That's not good. My little turtle moved and we've chopped his feet off. Whatever next? And bring in some tape this time. Let's not risk chopping his feet off a second time. I won't waste my other turtle. Let's line him up and let's put a bit of tape on there this time. Can't have the turtles without any feet. Whatever next? That's much better. He has feet. I'm going to line this one back up in my die. Now obviously it's going to chop it off without any feet. Just spotted my other snips as I was. So it's chopped him off without his feet, but it has taken it a bit closer everywhere else. Let's just come round. And I'll probably use him inside my card like that. So he intentionally looks like he's coming off the bottom. Okay, so we have our little turtle just here. Really cute. We have him standing on a bridge with some grasses on the edge and a few clouds in the sky. You can see how you can very quickly build up a picture. So I think I'm going to use some Pear Pizzazz for the grasses. I could stamp and die cut the clouds, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to cut them out of some basic white. And our bridge, I think, will go have a bit of crumb cake. Big enough? Yes. Run those through there. Throw a die on the floor. So we have a bridge, some clouds, some grass. I think I'm going to do a second lot of grass. We'll have one each end of the bridge. Now, here somewhere, we used a blending brush with some grey granite on the other one to just give a bit of ground, but on this one I'm just going to come around the edge of the clouds a little bit. Give them a bit of a stormy cloud look. Right, little tortoise, turtle, whatever you want to call him. They tend to be, here in the UK, they're turtles if they're in the water, tortoises if they're not. So I think he's more, he could be a turtle. Who knows? He's whatever you want him to be. Whatever works for you. Here's our little bridge. Here's our little clouds. So I think let's put him on first. I'm going to stick him flat. And then I'm going to stick the bridge over the top of him, so he looks like he's standing on it. Offering his flower. Bring in this grass. On either side. I have this cloud sitting about there. This cloud sitting up a bit. Yes, I think we'll have that one there. Let's have some little flowers down here. I'm going to have a yellow one this time. Overlap the top of that grass a little bit. There's a little yellow one just here. Ooh. Stay, little flower. And then we'll have a couple this side. Like that. Stick this down on here. To go to my go-to greetings, I think. Let's have a thinking of you. Seems quite appropriate. Let's come in with some all sorts of bits all over the place here. Let's find that block. And hopefully the balmy blue ink, here it is. quick rustle around looking for some scraps of balmy blue. So I think this would be the perfect card to cheer somebody up if they were feeling a little bit down. So it just goes to prove it really definitely isn't just for children's cards. My little turtle just there, my little footless, his little footless friend in there. We'll sort him out in a minute. With that coming in under that cloud. Got some white thread there and some grey granite, I think white. Now, do I want this? I think I'm going to do a double bow, I think. So fold my thread in half and tie a bow. Give that a tweak. Let's have a glue dot. And then last but not least, just how big are you? Perfect. You're just the right size for going inside a card. So let us bring you in. And think of again, just do a little bit of blue sponging just in that corner. And we'll stick our little footless chopped off in his prime. Tortoise down there for the inside. So let's just put some of this to one side. Put the lid back on our little flowers because you don't want to knock those flying. And bring in, where's our other card gone? So one is really bright and bold. The other one is a bit more subdued, that thinking of you card. They're great fun. And we haven't even really touched the surface We haven't got a fox, we've got no kites, no anything yet. So I think there's lots more playing to be had with this beautiful suite. So yeah, really fabulous for children's cards, but not just for children's cards, for so much more besides. So I enjoyed playing with that. I hope you enjoyed playing along with me, and that I've inspired to get yours out and get playing with it if you haven't already. And if you haven't got it, to perhaps add it to your wish list, your shopping list. Um, yeah, get it while you can. Who knows? We're creeping up. We're into March. The mini catalogue will retire at the end of April, so you need to really be stocking up on any goodies that you really, really want to get your hands on. So thank you for joining me. I will be back with you on Monday. Whatever you're doing this weekend, have a fabulous weekend. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers amongst us. Have a really lovely time, and happy St. Patrick's Day today to anybody that celebrates St. Patrick's Day. We should have all been in green, shouldn't we? In fact, I think we've hardly used any green today. That wasn't very on trend on the day, was it? But have a lovely day today. Have a fabulous weekend, and I'll be back with you on Monday.